The passion runs deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, sooner born and sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Sooners will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will have the first possession of the game. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Had to throw it before he wanted. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They try to pop a run on the draw. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. He's got his man. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. They'll try the run. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hard running there. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Oklahoma's offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. And it's slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. Bottled him up. Not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going. Quick completion on the out. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Rebels look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll leave it with him. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Trying to get to it. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It is good! And that will extend their lead even further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You, keep being aggressive.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. On first down, here comes this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. And he's brought down after a huge completion. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They'll throw it on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense set on first down. He wants to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, he'll let it fly. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Pass. Now we're to third and goal. You'd like to see this part of the field where you can exert some of that physicality, run the football. I know you're doing it. I know the field shrinks, but I'm going to be tougher than you, more physical than you, and I'm going to run the football down your throat.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Got his man in the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sooner offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Trying to set the tone with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. He's back to throw on second down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going to take off. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
He's going to pass on second down. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. The Sooners are marching down the field.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
He'll do it himself. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! If
you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Sam Houston may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Huntsville every time. The Bearcats have been racking up road wins since the Ron Randleman days, and they get another one today. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown Sooners! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Didn't get any breathing room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He'll pull it on the read. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. Trying to pick up a first down. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Gets it out fast. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They feed him again. Tackled, but he has a first down. And the Rebels have this offense rolling. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got his man. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is perfect. And now they've taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took him, and he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Second down coming up.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Pulls it in on the left. Off he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. To the air on 1st down. Makes a connection. Hit the afterburners, kid. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's picked off. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.